Doing?
Fine, and you?
Good, yeah, really good, thanks very much indeed. Hi Adrienne, how are you doing? You okay?
Good Jonta.
Good Jonta. Your younger two,
My younger two.
yeah, were so beautiful. They read in the service on Saturday. Just amazing. They were so wonderful, yeah. I said to Natasha as she was picking them up, I said, next time you have to be in. They were beautiful and they enjoy it. They really, Danny answers every question. They're smashing kids. Really smashing
They're
kids.
getting that from their grandma. They're not getting it from their mother. What can I
Good
do?
answer. You okay?
Thank you.
Good. Good.
Yeah, we were very excited. Matt,
Yeah.
he ran the Amsterdam Marathon in 3 hours 9.
Gosh, that is a very, very, very good time.
I mean, he hasn't been running. He trained for this. But he had no idea what he would do.
Really good.
Years ago, but why not? We love celebrating everything. Yes. I'll tell you why. My legs are my whole body is doing it. ever around.
Kijk van mij.
You know the real point.
Sorry, I've said hello. I've said hello to everybody else, not you.
So how much longer are we going to wait? Chag Sameach, everyone. Chag Sameach, everyone. I hope you all have your flags with you. And as we're just waiting to get ready for the candle lighting, in a moment we'll begin on page 422. For those who are not familiar with the customs at Northwood and Pinner Liberal Synagogue, who can help me when we have to wave our flag? Baruch. Okay, when else do we have to wave our flag? Blessing. Okay, any form of Baruch, of the root Beit Reish Chaf, you need to wave your flag. Okay, Baruch. Okay, we're good, we're practicing. So,
if just for a moment, for many years we've put up the chuppah for Simchat Torah because Simchat Torah is the time we celebrate the wedding, the marriage between God and Israel. And so we have the chuppah up, and it's always nice also to welcome guests on Simchat Torah. And I'd like to invite a guest from Bratislava. Well, and also Banska Bystrica and Sharon. Part of the activities of our Czech group and Slovak group, which we have been working on over all the years, is it took Sharon and I and many of you others to Slovakia, and it led to Sharon and I and Barbara and Elkan Khan being at the wedding and doing the wedding for this fine young couple. And so it's really on this evening when we celebrate the Czech and Slovak connection to actually have some real live Slovaks here, as well as our real live Czech down there. So that makes it somehow or other a bit more authentic to have it here. So the candles are over here. If you come round.
Gotta be quick.
And it just happens to be their 12th wedding anniversary. Therefore, it gives me great pleasure to have a Misha Berach for the young bride and groom who are here tonight. So Misha Berach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov Imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel V'Leah. הוא יברך את החתן והכלה בחג הזה. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless Mona and Lucia, who have come here for a blessing on the occasion of their blessed marriage and to celebrate this festival of Simchat Torah. And so we ask for God's blessing on you. We're delighted to see you. And I will say the words of the famous blessing. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yikonecha, Yasem Adonai elecha v'shem lecha.
Shalom.
And that's enough blessing for the moment. Just get on with it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
And if you would please turn to page 427 and rise for the Bagachur. You may be seated. Let us continue together in the English. We praise you, eternal one, our God, sovereign of the universe, whose word brings on the evening, whose wisdom opens heaven's gates, whose understanding changes times and seasons, and whose will sets the stars in their courses in the sky. You make day and night, rolling light away from darkness, and darkness from light. You make day pass and bring on the night, and separate day from night. You rule the hosts of heaven. We praise you, O God. Your word makes evening fall.
Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amecha Torah to mitzvot ukimun mishpatim otanu lemad אותה Barata. Akein Adonai Eloheinu b'shofenu, umeinu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי כן חיינו באורך ימינו, ובכן נגה יומן ולילה, נגה יומן ולילה. אחוותך אל תעשור, ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל.
Shema Yisrael,
Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol ma'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. למען תזכרו מה עשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אני אדוני, אני אדוני, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
All this we hold to be true and sure. You alone, Eternal One, are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You have freed us from oppressors and delivered us from tyrants. You led us out of Egypt forever to serve you in freedom. When we witnessed your power, we praised your name and gave thanks. Willingly we accepted your rule, and full of joy we sang together.
כמוך בלימד אדוני, מי כמוך נדע בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. Haloch le'olam va'ed.
ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
Let us read together. Grant,
Grant, eternal God, that we may lie down in peace, and let us rise up to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your wise counsel, and for your name's sake be our help. Shield us from sickness and war, from famine and distress, and keep us from wrongdoing. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you are our guardian and deliverer, a gracious and merciful God. Guard our going out and our coming in, that now and always we may have life and peace. We praise you, O God. May your sheltering peace descend on us and all who dwell on earth. Adonai sefatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor B'Hanura, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imachot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'Neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'achava, Melech Chozer U'Mashiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Machayei metim atah Rav l'choshia, Mashiv haruach u'marid hageshem, Mazriach hashemesh u'marid hatal. Chayim v'chesed, Mechayeh mehetim v'rachamim rabim. Somech noflim rofeh cholim umatir asurim umekayem emunato l'shenei afar. Amocha b'hadurot u'midom melach mel menit u'mchayeh u'matznih Yeshua. Baruch atah Adonai, Machayeh hametim.
קדוש אתה ונורא שמך, ואין לנו אלוה מבלעדיך.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
May be seated.
You have given us a special task among the peoples. In your love and favor you have sanctified us by your commandments, drawn us near to your service and charged us to make known your great and holy name. In your love, eternal one, our God, you have given us feasts of joy and seasons of gladness. Among them, this festival of Sukkot, Zman Simchatenu, season of our gladness, to unite us in worship and Sorry? Oh, Simchat Torah, Sukkot, I'm still on Sukkot. Festival of Shmini Atzeret, Simchat Torah, season of our gladness. We're still glad, and thankfully you're and it's still to unite us in worship and in remembrance of the Exodus from Egypt.
אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, יעלה ויבוא ויזכר זיכרוננו וזיכרון כל עמך בית ישראל לפניך, לטובה ולברכה, לחיים ולשלום, ביום השמיני חג העצרת הזה.
Thank goodness for you.
זוכרנו אדוני אלוהינו בו לטובה.
Amen.
ופוקדנו בו לברכה.
Amen.
והושיענו בו לחיים.
Amen.
Grant,
And eternal God, that our observance of the festival may bring us blessing, happiness and joy. Sanctify us by your commandments and make us loyal to your teaching. Satisfy us with your goodness, gladden us with your salvation, and purify our hearts to serve you in truth. And grant, eternal God, that the happiness of the festivals may be with us always. We praise you, O God. You hallow Israel.
And the festival.
Say Adonai Eloheinu ba'amacha Yisrael. V'tefilatam b'chava tekabel. V'hi ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha. Baruch atah Adonai. She'otecha levadecha. B'yira na'avod. Modim anachnu lach. She'atahu Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu le'olam va'ed. Tzor chayenu mageni sheinu. Atahu l'dor v'ador. Nodeh lecha v'nesaper tekilatecha. Al chayenu hamasurim biyadecha. Va'al nishmotenu habakorot lach. Va'al nisecha shebachol yom imanu. Va'al niflotecha v'tovotecha. Shebachol eit, erev v'voker v'tzoharayim. Baruch atah Adonai.
Katov shimcha u'lecha na'en lehodot.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levad. Missed that one. Et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Baruch atah
Adonai.
Oseh Hashem. We'll take a few moments for silent prayer. On page 400, in the blessing for waving the lulav, because we'll have a, thank you, somebody paid attention to blessing. For waving the lulav, if you would like to wave the lulav, if you haven't yet had an opportunity to do so, or if you've had many opportunities and you would like to do this, then do come up. We've got four sets, so do feel free to come and join us. So we'll say together on page 467, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al netilat lulav. And as we recite Hallel while waving the lulav, we also say the blessing for reciting Hallel. On the next page, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu likro et ha'halel. On page 474, we begin with Psalm 117. Praise God, all you nations. Extol the Eternal One, all you peoples. For great is God's love towards us, and God's faithfulness endures forever. Hallelujah. Adonai ki tov, ki leolam chesed, Yom Israel. There's another round of this, so you can all have a go. In my distress, I cried out to God. God is with me, I'm not afraid. With God as my helper. It is better to take refuge in God than to rely on human beings. God is my strength and my shield. Hear glad songs of triumph in the tents of the righteous. God's power is supreme. I shall not die but live. Open for me the gates of righteousness. This is the gate of the Eternal One. Verdeka Elohai Aromameka. Odu Adonai Kitov Ki Leolam Chasto.
That's page 504, page 504.
And if all those who are helping us with the ark and taking out the scrolls would join me and Rabbi Andrew on the upper bimah, then please do so. And I wanted the microphone, so you might just do that.
Happy are those whose way is sure, who walk in the light of Torah. Happy those who follow your teachings, O God, who seek you with a whole heart. Your word is a lamp for our feet, a light for our path. Your Torah is our joy. Happy the people on whom such blessing falls. Wake up! כי אורך ואלוהים אדוני ואין כמעשיך מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים וממשלתך בכל דור ודור אדוני מלך אדוני מעלה אדוני I'll just put this out the way. I'm just going to put this out the way there. Adonai oz le'amo yitzen Adonai yevaret et amo v'shalom Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo Ashreichem Yisrael, Ashreichem Yisrael. How happy, how fortunate, how privileged you are, O Israel. Commissioned to serve God, inheritors of the Torah. And just before the choir kick in with Anna, while they're still faffing around up there, we're going to do our hakafot, our circles of the sanctuary all the way round. Who's got the sweets? Fiona, are you ready? Fiona, most important job in the house. Sweets here for everybody coming around. Please do join in. Don't please leave your seats. Please come and dance and walk around with the Torah scrolls. They'll be handed around in a few moments' time as soon as we start singing. Anna Adonai. Hoshiana, Anna Adonai, Hatzlichana, Anna Adonai, Aneinu b'yom kareinu, Elohei haruah, haruyana, mochen levavot, Hatzlichana, Goel. 7 times, everybody. 7 lots of sweets. We've got, come on, Mr. Khan, we've got a, you're blocking it up, you're blocking the box. Anna, Anna, Shalom Aleichem. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. It's all in A minor, whatever that is. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol hanshama tehalel yaha. Shama Tehalel Yaha Hallelujah 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 Kol Hanshama Shama Tehalel Yaha Hallelujah Hallelujah.
That it?
You want it again? Might take the blessing, yes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Please sit down. In case there's anybody here who is just a little bit bemused by the sort of chaos going on tonight, well, it is Simchat Torah. It is Simchat Torah, and you've got to be happy, you've got to be a little, and afterwards, we maybe should have had it first. Afterwards, there is some Bekarovka, some special Czech drink, and also, well, some whiskey for those people who are not Czech, and also some Pilsner Urquell beer, which is the best in the world, so we should be very happy later. There's also a bit of non-alcoholic for those who are driving home tonight. And if you didn't know, then we've been honoured, the erstwhile Czech and Slovak committee who've been working for the last 40 years to preserve the memory and research the memory of these scrolls. And therefore we've taken out 4 of our 5 Torah scrolls. The 5th one up there from Kladno is obviously just a memorial, and we can't read it. So, but you can read all about the community from whence it came, from Kladno over there, with me reading one of our Torah scrolls in front of the cross, because the former synagogue is now a church, and we had a very wonderful time there. And so we begin to read from the end of the Torah, from the book of Deuteronomy.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachanu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah. Amen.
Vayamot sham Moshe eved Adonai be'eretz Moav. Al pi Adonai, vayikbo oto v'gai be'eretz Moav, mul beit Pa'or. Lo yada ish et kivurato ad hayom hazeh. U'Moshe ben 120 shana b'moto. Lo kahata'ino v'lo nes lecho. ויבכו בני ישראל את משה בערבות מואב 30 יום, ויתמו ימי וכי אבל משה, ויהושע בן נון מלא רוח חוכמה, כי שמח משה את ידיו עליו, וישמעו אליו בני ישראל, ויעשו כאשר ציווה אדוני את משה, ולא קם נביא עוד בישראל כמשה, אשר ידעו אדוני פנים אל פנים, לכל האותות ולמובטים אשר שלחו אדוני לעשות בארץ מצרים, לפרעה ולכל עבדיו ולכל ארצו ולכל היד החזקה ולכל המורא הגדול אשר עשה משה לעיני כל ישראל. And now we have the English translation by Tom and Irene.
We're reading a translation by Rabbi Sidney Bristow of blessed memory. Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there. He buried him in the valley of the land of Moab, near Beth Peor. No one knows his burial place even now. Moses was 120 years old when he died. His eyes were undimmed, his strength undiminished.
The Israelites wept for Moses on the plains of Moab for 30 days. The time of weeping and mourning for Moses ended. Now Joshua ben Nun was filled with the spirit of wisdom because Moses had laid his hands upon him. The Israelites heeded him, doing as the Lord told Moses. No prophet has ever arisen in Israel like Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face. in all the signs and wonders which the Lord sent him to do in the land of Egypt, to Pharaoh, to all his ministers, to all his country, for all the power of his hand and the great dread that Moses wielded in the sight of all Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'hayei olam nota b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah. Amen.
And if you look at the board at the back there is a young Aaron Goldstein carrying in the Torah into the synagogue on his very first time, having brought it all the way from Pilsen itself. So I think, not that my eyes aren't dim and my courage isn't going, I think it should be the young Goldstein who elevates the Torah. Please stand
For
up.
me, thank goodness it wasn't the Sprishka Nova vest because that's so heavy.
As Aaron's mother reminded me, if you look over there, Aaron's sister is also on the picture. Jewish mothers, but what can you do? So, now we have a bit of rolling to do, because we now move on to the Slovak scroll, the Spiška Nova Vest scroll, which by the look of it's right in the middle. What? And so, anybody not seen a scroll wants to come up and watch while we... Anyway, eat your sweets while we... It's all right, though.
People can sit down though, if you want to.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Let me do it.
All of the time. Okay.
Let's do the translation.
Binnick, Beit Din up here has decided that while you're all waiting, we'll have the translation. And I've got a bit of paper here. And
Matthew can do the
Matthew.
Cynthia can read us the translation.
You can do the bracha before.
First, we have the bracha. This is a young member who is in charge of the website, so of course. Matthew.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvra.
Baruch Adonai.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'havani mikol ha'amim v'lasananu et Torah, Baruch Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
When God began to create the heaven and the earth being unformed and void, with darkness over the surface of the deep, and a wind from God sweeping over the water, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. There was an evening, and there was a morning, a first day.
Do another day.
And got another day.
Oh, you haven't got another day. Thank the Lord had another day.
First they do that.
God then said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it divide water from water." So God made the expanse, separating the waters beneath the expanse from the waters above the expanse. And so it was. God then called the expanse sky. There was evening, and there was morning, a second day. Are we there? So you've got more to read, Mike.
No, I'm not joking.
Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. V'haaretz hayata tohu vavohu. והחושך על פני התהום, ורוח אלוהים מרחפת על פני המים. ויאמר אלוהים יהי אור ויהי אור. וירא אלוהים את האור כי טוב. ויבדל אלוהים בין האור ובין החושך. ויקרא אלוהים לאור יום ולחושך קרא לילה. ויהי ערב ויהי בוקר יום אחד. I'm not getting too
Baruch Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'hayei olam natav otoheinu. Baruch Adonai,
Eddie, where's Joseph?
Where's left-handers?
We've got a left-handed weightlifter here. Anyone want the honour? And so please be seated while we dress the scrolls and we move on to the next part of the service. Done everything, Bobby?
As we're dressing the scrolls, we've come towards the end. We'll invite all of the Czech and Slovak Connections Committee to come up here onto the bima for a final blessing. Before that, a holdu, I think. Holdu or not? It's not in there. Okay, well, never mind. It is in there, but never mind. But we've got a hodu. There we go. Fantastic. We can always pull one out of the bag. Czech committee, Czech Slovakians, let's lead the scroll.
Right, unaccustomed as I am to public speaking, the connection between NPLS and Kolín and the Czech and Slovak communities, as Andrew said, began 40 years ago. And that was when Andrew and Michael Hepner decided to research the origins of our Czech scrolls. Over the following years, the Czech-Slovak connection was formed, and an unbreakable link was forged between NPLS and the lost Czech and Slovak Jewish communities. We can see the evidence of this connection all around us. There are the scrolls, of course, which came from the lost synagogues. We've got the Kolín Arch, which Michael Hepner rescued from the prayer hall at the Jewish cemetery in Kolín. And just down the road, every time I park my car, I'm reminded of it, is the Terezin tree. Many of our members have visited the Czech and Slovak communities as part of Goldstein tours. And our young people visit each year and they learn about their Jewish heritage at first hand, which is an invaluable experience for them. We have performed plays, we have preached sermons, and we have swum in rivers. As the connection between our community and the lost Czech and Slovak communities has become ever stronger. And their memory lives with us here every day. It's difficult to find the right words to describe such a unique and remarkable achievement, but we feel very proud and privileged to have all the members of the Czech-Slovak community as connection as part of our community. On behalf of our congregation, thank you all for everything that you've done, and we will do our best to live up to your legacy in the future. Thank you.
Finally, a blessing for all of you.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך.
May God bless you and keep you.
יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך.
May God look kindly upon you and be gracious to you.
יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום.
And may God reach out to you in tenderness and bring you peace and wholeness throughout your lives. And let us all say,
Amen.
To all of you, thank you so much indeed. If the congregation would rise as we now go to put the back on the chart. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it and all of its symbols are happy. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it and all of its symbols are happy. Shalom, shalom, it is a tree. Shalom, shalom, it's not a bush. Shalom, shalom, the tree of life. Shalom, shalom. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it and all of its symbols are happy. It is a tree of life to them that hold fast to it and all of its symbols are happy. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Please remain standing as we turn to the concluding prayers of our service. On page 519. Page 519. Baruch Adonai le'olam. Amen va'amen. Baruch Adonai Elohim, Elohei Yisrael, osei niflaot levado, u'baruch Shem kavodo le'olam, v'yemalech kavodo et kol ha'aretz. Amen va'amen.
The eternal God shall rule over all the earth. On that day the eternal God shall be one and known to be one. May your love, O God, rest upon us as we rest our hope in you. All the nations that you have made shall come and bow down before you and honor your name.
Let God be praised by day. Let God be praised by night. Let God be praised when we lie down. Let God be praised when we rise up. Avinu Shebashamayim, our God in heaven. Let your unity be acknowledged and your sovereignty established forever. Reign over us now and always. Melech Adonai, Malach Adonai, Yimloch le'olam ha'ed. So we turn to page 524 for Kaddish. We think of the incredible, rich legacy that our community has been gifted. And it is a rich legacy, one that we enjoy and the one that brings incredible insight to all of our community, adults and children alike. And yet we never forget the Jews of our Torah towns, in Slovakia and the Czech Republic, the people who used to worship in the synagogues that used to stand there or still stand there that we go to visit, and also who read from those Torah scrolls. We will never forget them, their names, the towns, and the heritage that we have inherited. With that deep thought in mind, let us recite Kaddish, thankful for the beauty that we celebrate here today, but bearing in mind the sadness that is tinged in our hearts. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalmad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agalah v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lalmei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ah v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadah v'yitalei v'yitalal shemei d'kudishah b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'miran ba'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'imromav, u'yasei shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'yal kol b'nei Adam, v'imru amen. Please be seated. And
We are going to
very quickly, just before we conclude with
the Czech national anthem.
our special Czech national anthem, which has become customary at services like this. I have to say, whenever people come, like ambassadors or people from the Czech Republic or Slovakia, to this, well, small suburb out of London that no one's really ever heard of, and then come and hear the synagogue choir singing the Czech national anthem, it's like, why? How has this happened? And that leads to a very, very long conversation. But to enable us to celebrate after that and to enjoy our pivo, then next door, then we'll make Kiddush here. So in our own good time when we want to, we can go next door and enjoy Kiddush. So, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei pari hag. Someone's not had their Shlibovitz yet. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Let's go for it. Oh gosh, sorry, we've got a Czech in the house. Excellent, Naomi, you're the only one who actually knows how it's.
They can actually sing it. I'm like this Czech.
Give her a microphone. I'm kidding. Don't worry. Well, sort of.
I know.
Oh, no.
I'm Czechoslovakian.
Off we go. Please stand, yes, in honour of the Czech national anthem. What a life. Everybody, mazel tov to all of our honorees today, our wonderful Slovak and Czech Connections Committee.
And enjoy the pivo.
Please do come next door into the Azorah Hall. Enjoy the pivo. Enjoy. Zman simchatenu.
Shall we carry this over? Or will it fall on the floor?
Just grab the back.